Set for the bottom of the 6th inning. Justin Kaminsky leads it off for the Cats. Lead it 1-0. Swings at the 1-0 pitch and pops it up in the infield. Calling off is Nunez, the first baseman, who makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, in that situation around the pitcher, Nunez should be the one calling. He's got the biggest glove, and more often than not, he's going to have the better angle to take that one. Catcher comes out, pitcher, you got to get out of the way. He does. Nunez does the job. He should be the one making that play.
Brings up the number 3 hitter, Matt Duffy. Takes a first pitch strike, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1 the count to Matt Duffy. He's grounded out to second in both of his at-bats. The 0-1 pitch bounced in the dirt. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Duffy, a product of the University of Tennessee via the University of Vermont, transferred after the 2009 season after the Vermont baseball program was cut. Made
Real
quite the jump
for him.
Yeah, quite the jump.
It was a big
SEC.
jump, but he made the most of it, and he said it himself. It probably made him a better player.
1-1 pitch to Duffy, misses just below the knees. 2 balls and a strike. So the leading hitter on this ValleyCats team came into tonight with a .293 batting average. Fouls back the 2-1 pitch against the screen. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I was really impressed last week with his approach, how he goes about his business. He just seems like a guy that really understands his abilities.
2-2 pitch hits Duffy. Looked like he leaned into that one a little bit.
I think he realized pretty quickly, Eric, that was going to be a curveball, and I'm really not going to get out of the way, so I'll just kind of lean down like, oh, I didn't recognize the pitch, and I'll take one right off the arm. I think if Mr. Slater had come out, he might have had a pretty good argument there. Let's see.
He leans in there.
Yeah.
Sticks that elbow down there a little bit.
He's not even wearing a pad either. You see those guys do that all the time at the major league level, and they take it, and it's like, no problem.
Just rub some dirt on it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the cleanup hitter up for the Cats, Miles Hamblin, takes a first pitch strike, fastball on the outside corner.
Hamlin responsible for our 1 run with an infield single in the bottom of the 1st. Also struck out in the 4th inning to lead off.
Swings and misses at the 0-1 pitch. He's behind 0-2. Strikeouts starting to rack up a little bit for Hamblin over the last couple of games. Struck out on his 1 out so far tonight, as you mentioned, James. Now 19 of them on the season.
Yeah, that's about a 1 per 4 at bat ratio. That's a little too high.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. Hamblin shows good discipline, doesn't chase it, and it's ball 1.
There seemed to be much more of an acceptable figure in baseball these days than it was back in the day. You didn't want to ever have your total be anywhere near 20% of your at bats, and things have changed a little bit in that regard. As long as you can get the on base, managers and organizations don't seem to care as much.
Oliver comes back with a fastball in 1-2, 92 miles an hour, but misses wide. So Hamblin working his way back to an even count, 2-2 after falling behind 0-2. Hamblin checks his swing on the 2-2 pitch. The check down to Lipka, the base path umpire. He says that Hamblin did not go around. Now the count full.
Yeah, he's not going to have as good an angle as normally when you see the major leagues where they point down to the third or first base. He's right behind the pitcher. He can only see to an angle, and he was very emphatic with his call.
3-2 pitch. Duffy takes off. It's low. Ball 4. So that's a good at-bat from Miles Hamblin, who fell behind 0-2. Looked like he was potentially in danger of striking out for the 2nd straight time. Works out a walk.
Yeah, Oliver tried to get him with a curveball a couple of times, and Hamlin stayed disciplined, kept his body weight back, and took a couple of pitches that many other guys probably in that situation would have swung at. And he's going to get a visit. From the pitching coach, it's Danny Burrell. They have some activity now in the bullpen.
See how long the leash will be for William Oliver. Done a nice job tonight for the Staten Island Yankees, but is on the short end of it so far.
Right. Well, a lot of these guys. Now he's not one of them, but a lot of the pitchers in this league, they work their way up to a certain inning count.
The rights to this game have been granted by today's participating teams. Any rebroadcast or republication of this program is strictly prohibited without the written consent of Time Warner Cable. This is a production of Time Warner Cable Sports, a product of Time Warner Cable. So now the Cats might have something brewing here with runners on at first and second and only one down in the inning. Zach Johnson at the plate takes the first pitch ball.
This is one of those situations you wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibilities. A little hit and run here, try to get something going. Got to make him throw a strike though.
1-0 pitch, misses inside, ball 2.
Johnson the last time up took a couple of fastballs and he swung at a fastball, a strikeout. 0 for 2, flew out his first time.
2-0 pitch to Johnson. Grounded on the third base side. Foul ball, strike number 1.
Totally sitting fastball on that. Obviously way out in front.
A couple of the ValleyCats players in the dugout had to duck out of the way of that one. Having a laugh about it now. 2-1 pitch to Johnson. Misses inside. Ball 3. Throw down to second. Duffy slides back in safely. Jorge Licien, the catcher, trying to catch Duffy napping. Cheating a little bit too much towards third base.
Ideal count here. You have to think, knowing the situation, knowing that he's hit a batter and walked a batter, that Johnson's got to be feeling he's going to get a fastball here, not a curveball.
3-1 pitch, hit hard deep to left field. That ball is out of here. A 3-run shot for Zach Johnson, his second home run of the year. And the Cats open up a 4-0 lead.
Well, you get yourself into a predictable count where the batter just knows he's got to come in with a fastball. He's not going to walk anybody with a 3-1 curveball. He gets the fastball out over the plate on a hit and run. Stubby Clapp put his runners in motion. It did not matter. Johnson absolutely drills the fastball, gets the pitch in the location he was looking for, gets the pitch he was looking for, and gets the result he was looking for, and that's going to be all for Oliver.
Well, maybe left him in a little bit too long. Leah player of the game, Zach Johnson, for that 3-run home run into the berm in left field. And a souvenir for a fan. Over the bullpen, that was a shot.